Joining me now is Jamila Bey. She's a political commentator and journalist in Washington, D.C. Jamila, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
When President Obama was first running for the White House, he was received with international fanfare. This, in a way, as you remember, really helped propel him internationally and here in the States and created this movement for him that helped him win the White House. How will Hillary Clinton be received internationally?
Well, when we go back to 2008, then Senator Obama was the first candidate in history to really utilize the power of the internet, small donors, and this thing that we now, throw away every day, viral sensation. Hillary Clinton is going to be very, very smart to take a page from that because, like then Senator Obama, she is considered a star on the international stage. She's come out of the State Department. She has a long history, and people like her around the world. She's really working that populist thing, and we know populists go viral. She's smart to do it, and the world looks at her, the world that is interested in women's advancement, and they go, hey, let's see what these Americans are doing.
She's 60% ahead right now in polling of any possible Democratic challenger, leagues ahead of the Republicans. Yet she has controversies surrounding her. The email controversy regarding the attacks in Benghazi, also the Clinton Global Initiative, the controversy surrounding it. Will she be able to overcome the trustworthiness issues that American voters have with her?
I can't wait to see what actually happens because we're all prognosticating at this point. My feeling is absolutely, and the reason is this. When you look at who are her competitors, who are the potential 2016 front runners, everybody's slinging mud. There's nobody really clean in this. Let's remember, Benghazi was an attack that happened on Americans. It wasn't some sort of clandestine cover-up. There's a lot of furor behind things that are easily explained away to be lesser scandals than they really were. The email, the email exchange has been addressed a lot, but the truth of the matter is I think when people go into the polling places, they're not thinking about Hillary Clinton's emails. They're thinking about the speeches she's given, the messages she's delivering about who she wants to be the president for, what she represents. And let's be real, a woman in that White House is a powerful image that a lot of Americans want to get behind.
What do you think about her in the weeks leading up to this announcement that she just made in New York, really moving to the left on issues like immigration? Who is she targeting specifically by moving more to the left?
Well, she came out and said it today. She said, I am not here to be, or I'm paraphrasing badly, forgive me. She made a point of saying, I'm not here to be the president for some people. I'm here to be the president for all people. And when we look at the polarized American electorate right now, when you look at the groups that are saying we don't have political purchase in this country, I'm talking women, I'm talking African Americans, I'm talking immigrant groups of Americans, they're saying we don't feel like the status quo is really addressing us. So when Hillary Clinton moves to the left and she says we want to be more inclusive, she's talking broad tent, big umbrella, more people to feel like they have a real say and a real candidate who understands their issues, which unfortunately, I think she's at a point where, everybody's going to argue that, whether the politicians are serving the largest groups of Americans or not, but she's thrown down the gauntlet.
Here in the U.S., there's a lot of talk about former President George W. Bush's younger brother, Jeb Bush, running for the White House now. He's expected to make an announcement. Is he the best shot the Republicans have here in the States at beating Hillary Clinton?
It's too early to say. It is too early to say. Jeb Bush, he's got the pedigree. He's got some issues too. When you consider that Jeb Bush is married to a woman who's incredibly private, who really doesn't seem like she's the person who wants the spotlight of First Lady, Columba Bush, who's a wonderful person. Columba Bush is also the parent of a couple of kids who've had some legal trouble in the U.S. Her son, George Bush, has had his dalliances with legal issues,
yes.
and there's I can't remember the daughter's name. Forgive me, but it's dicey there. Jeb Bush is the best in the pack of Republicans so far, but it's still very early, and I'm looking for a dark horse, honestly, with that GOP.
Jamila Bey, thank you so much for your time and your insight here on the broadcast. We appreciate it.